to Feel Better Eating. This is a whole food, plant-based experience that has the intentions of educating you about the health benefits of eating plants, inspiring you to try new dishes, and
have fun.
Have fun in the kitchen. That's the most important one, as always.
Yeah.
My name is Joshua. This is my wonderful wife and co-host Catherine, and we're excited to be here. We definitely have a certified banger, Kevin. It's on the menu. It's an easy one. We've already got maybe one already cooking in the oven, and we're excited to share it with this live audience here in Michigan City. Appreciate you all being here. Catherine, welcome to the show. How are we doing?
Hello everyone. I'm so glad you're here because we're going to be sharing such a warm and tasty and nourishing dish today. I'm great, and I'm excited to share this fruity French toast casserole, but it's more going to be like a French toast casserole with a fruit drizzle at the end. What?
No way, because that's what fruity French casserole means, right?
I mean, by definition.
Could
you look that up
I think
in
that's
the
a good
dictionary?
Brand, I think that's a good brand.
Fruity French toast. Okay. Fruity French toast casserole. So this is something that I've made at home several times, and I've really enjoyed it. And this is just going to be a plant-based version of it. So instead of using eggs, we're going to use some other ingredients that we'll show you today.
Wonderful. Well, let's get into it.
Okay, great.
Talk us through the first steps.
Okay. Well, do we want to chop the bread first, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
Talk to us about what type of bread to use and why this is a dish that's so steeped in history.
Yeah, so when you think French toast, you think it's from the French, right?
Wrong.
No. We were shocked. We were like, oh, okay. Actually, the Romans made French toast originally, but they didn't call it French toast, obviously. They called it
Alator Dulcia, which means
another sweet dish. So that was the first name of it from the Romans in like 300 AD, 1500 years ago. And so it was called that. What were you going to say?
What?
I felt like I cut you off.
You didn't cut me off at all.
Oh, okay.
So that's when it first is recorded, and it's actually 2,500 years ago. I've told you that 3 times actually before the show.
Oh.
And each time you say 1,500.
It's
close enough.
when the internet
It's more
does that
than
to
50
me.
years ago.
Yeah.
And it's very old, which is not really that surprising, because what is the basis of this dish, Kate? What are we using? Why is it
Well, actually,
so
the
popular?
French term for it, because French didn't even call it French toast, they called it
pain perdu?
pain perdu, which means lost bread. And that meant, in my head, when bread has lost its texture and it's hard and it's stale. So French toast was a dish that you made when your bread is just going off, when it's really hard and you can't really make it into toast and it's not really that easy to work with. That was where French toast came to be a dish.
And that's why it's so popular, because obviously how much bread is left over, and when it is stale you don't want to eat it, so lots of different people realised, well, if we just traditionally mix it with eggs and milk, we'll be able to recover it, right?
Right.
So that's why it's so popular, and that's why there's so many different variations. We're just doing a plant-based one. So all I've done there, this bread isn't super stale. You could have probably eaten this with toast, but it will work. But I think really the more stale, the better, because then you get that crunch, but you use what's available.
I agree.
And this is a sourdough loaf, but again, you can use really whatever bread you've got. That's the whole purpose of this, is to not waste ingredients. And obviously before we started consumerism, there was not ingredients to waste. And that's why this, again, was a dish that's created and has been so spread out. You find this in almost every cuisine, actually. Mm-hmm. All over the world, there's different versions of this French toast. It just stuck with the French name.
Well, the
which
French name
surprises me.
came from it moved into England and into America, so it really stuck in America.
Which
was
still
the
surprises
French toast,
me.
because we call things French dip, French fries. For some reason, Americans love naming things after the French, but if you look up all of the names for French toast, they call it German toast, they call it Spanish toast, they call it gypsy toast, they call it nun's toast, and they even called it poor knight's toast.
Poor Knights of Windsor toast.
Oh, poor Knights of Windsor toast, because it's like a poor man's toast because it's stale. And what do you do with stale bread? Well, you have to rehydrate it. So now we're going to move into the rehydrating phase of the dish. So to make stale bread have that soft texture again, we have to add some liquid. So usually you add eggs, but today we're going to be using milk, flaxseed, some peanut butter, all together, and it's going to make a mixture that will soften the bread and create that soft, sweet texture that we love in French toast so much.
Well, lead the way.
Okay.
Almond milk first. Oh, you're gonna start with the peanut butter.
So we're gonna start with the peanut butter first because it's kind of difficult to break down.
I'll get rid of that.
Okay, great.
You get a spoon. I'll lick that after the show, not during the show.
No, not during the show. After the show. So we're gonna put about a 1/4 cup of peanut butter in. I like to eyeball a 1/4 cup with just 2 heaping spoonfuls. I think 1/4 of a cup's kind of a waste sometimes.
Yeah, no one's coming to measure, are they?
Because I'm like, I don't want to dirty a measuring cup.
And it's hard to
1/4
get
cup
out
is
of
like
that.
just 2 spoonfuls. Just remember that. Yeah, it is. Okay. Ooh.
It's alright. I'll get that
good.
after.
Okay. So, and then we're going to do 2.5 cups of milk.
Get that one there. Yeah.
Oh, I put the liquid measuring cup over there, but
It's
that's
fine.
fine.
5 of those.
Wait, 5?
Half times 5 is.
Okay, but first I'm gonna try to break down the peanut butter a little bit more because,
It'll make it easy to spread onto the bread.
yeah, because it's all thick and goopy, it doesn't break down as much. So I'm gonna use the milk to break down the peanut butter a little bit more.
Could use a whisk here too if you've got one.
Yeah.
If you don't want to
You
wash
could.
extra up, spoon's easier.
Yeah, some of the recipes I saw, they suggested using a blender, but you guys know me, I don't want to get a blender dirty if I
You
don't
don't
have
trust
to.
blenders, do you? Especially on this show, we've had many blender gates.
Yeah, there's a lot of blender gates. Okay, so that was 1,
That's 2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
I don't do the, I didn't do
bubble on
the
that.
tall pours like you like to do.
Yeah, high pour. You get more air in the high pour, that's why.
So it's nice to use like an almond milk like this with this recipe because you can get them in the half gallons and because you're using quite a bit of liquid here, as you can see.
I think cashew milk would be nice in this.
Yeah, I agree too. Some macadamia milk or something.
Instead of eggs, we're going to be adding the flaxseed, which we've done several times on this show, but it actually interacts just like an egg does in a recipe like this. So that's going to help it congeal and add thickness. I should really check on that other one, shouldn't I?
Okay. So we're adding 2 tablespoons of flaxseed here and we're gonna just mix it in. And this is also a great way to get omega-3 into the meal. Omega-3s, your essential fatty acids. And as the flaxseed sits in the liquid longer and cooks, it will bind up.
Yeah.
How's everything looking in the oven?
Good, looks good.
Does it look done or?
No, it's close though.
Oh boy.
Might be perfect timing.
Okay. And then
Next,
we can do cinnamon.
cinnamon.
So I like a good cinnamon French toast. Do you guys like that in your French toast, cinnamon? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cinnamon's the winner, I think. Especially a little bit sprinkled on top.
We've done a lot of shows on cinnamon. We just love it a lot.
Yeah. Good one to buy in bulk, cinnamon. Really all the spices and such is good to buy in bulk because they last, but get that in
I
there.
love that smell.
Yeah, it's nice.
You could probably sweeten it with some vanilla extract too if you really wanted to, but we're just keeping it simple here.
Yeah. Simple as king.
And then we're gonna have maple syrup in it. 1/3 cup of maple syrup.
Really? 1/3? I could see
So
that.
that's
yeah.
quite a bit, but
See, look, more aeration.
we're not using any other sweetener in this, so maple syrup is good.
And I'll be putting more on top of mine.
See, 1/3 cup is more of a random sizing in my opinion, like, but then also that also looks like 2 spoonfuls. It's confusing.
What's not a random size to you then?
That's a good question.
I know, that's why I asked it.
Oh man.
Give that a whisk. Come
Whisk. I don't have a fork.
on. No, with the oh, you need a fork.
Oh. A little more vigor. You want a bit more.
I just want a little bit more
vigorousness.
pizzazz on that.
You're the pizzazz man.
Like get the vortex. Chopsticks could work as well for that.
Yeah, you like chopstick stirring.
I do like chopsticks. Aeration, it's all about oxygenating the mixture.
Because flaxseed and cinnamon, as you can tell, it kind of just sits on the top. So
The bread
until
will
you
help
add the
with that.
bread, it's not. But that looks pretty well mixed to me too.
Did you use ground flaxseed?
Yeah, that's what I used, ground
Yeah.
flaxseed. You can, if you wanted to put like some whole flaxseed or chia seed in as well, that would be nice.
You could
That would
do
be
that.
another way to get omega-3s in it.
Go on then.
And just like so a different texture. So now we go floating. They're gonna go swimming in it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna absorb all of that liquid. So the stale bread works better in the recipe because it needs more liquid to It almost looks like this is more.
Well, there was
this
more
time.
bread.
Yeah. So we'll decide if we want to do all of that. What we
Yeah,
cut
you
up
want
there.
more. Definitely more.
More?
More.
Okay.
Look at that. Get that in there. Lovely job. Easy peasy.
Do you want all of it or?
I don't know what we're going to do with that. Feed it to the birds.
I thought it wasn't good to feed birds bread. I thought
Really?
they choked on it.
But can they eat French toast? That's all we care about today.
I think the squirrels would like the French toast. If you left this out for squirrels, I'm sure they would enjoy it. Just like they would enjoy the pecan bars we made.
Fair enough. That looks good, that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll have some extra liquid in it, but that's alright. Because the bread is going to absorb it more
As
of
it
it over
cooks.
time. And some of it will evaporate with cooking as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next step, super easy. I mean, this is a really easy dish.
It's so simple. It's
So simple.
ridiculous.
Get that in there.
So pour it in the bowl.
Spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll go throw that somewhere.
Throw it. Throw it somewhere. And chuck it at people outside. So this is really nice because the parts that are submerged in the liquid are going to get all soft and gooey, but then the parts that are sticking out will get kind of crispy in the oven as you bake it. And so that's why the French toast casserole is nice because you get different textures.
And then what we're going to top that with?
We're going to top it with some chopped nuts. So you can use whatever nuts that you like. I like a good pecan.
Here we go again. We're back in the pecan streets.
We're back in the pecan streets. But I've got walnuts here too. You could use walnuts. Like I said, I put some chia seeds in mine. You could do almonds.
Walnuts and pecans. Oh, I think pecans are the best here.
I like pecans a lot, so that's why I chose pecans. And it's
Excellent.
nice because you can buy these like just 1 cup bags, which I'm not like a huge fan of plastic bags, I'll be honest with you guys. But in terms of, someone brought it up to me, well, pecans are expensive, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, but if you buy just the amount that you need to make 1 recipe, then
Worth it.
worth it. Okay.
And then we're just going to bake that for about 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah,
You'll have to
20
keep an eye on it.
minutes.
We're putting in at 375, which in Celsius is unknown,
Yeah, you want it to be like bubbling in the middle, and then like parts on the top looking
which
crispy.
we'll show you. But let's get to the topping while that cooks.
Okay.
Should we just cook it? Nah. We'll cook it after. Shall we?
Just cook it.
Just cook it.
That's
Cook
fine.
it.
Cook it.
Cook
We've
it.
got a lot of hungry people here. That looks done almost. Should we check on it, guys? Do you want to see what it looks like?
Let's do the topping first.
Oh, you don't think it looks done?
Alright, let's have a look.
I haven't looked at it in a while.
Would you look at it? How are you going to get that out there? It always trolls me that you do that.
Well, I
like
put
it
it
double
wide
edged.
and then
I know what you do.
I got the sides.
Here's one we prepared. Look how fast that cooked.
So you see how it's bubbling here on the side? It's gonna burn. That's gonna melt
No,
the
it's
cutting
not.
board.
Put it on the metal.
I'm trying, but it's not enough space. So this part's getting like crispy here and gooey. See how it could probably cook for a little bit longer, you're right, but I think it just needs to sit, to be honest.
Yeah, let it sit then.
Alright, so we'll just set this aside and then we'll make the topping to show you guys how it's gonna be a fruity French toast.
That does look good, like. Do you need the chopping board or get rid of it?
You can get rid of it.
Got some squirrel snacks here. We'll get rid of that.
Thank you.
Oh, some maple syrup as well. After the show.
I feel like maple syrup's one of those things that you could just hold it over all the time. The timer for that one. Are you watching the clock on the new one?
Yeah, I got it.
Robert's our
Backup clock.
backup clock.
Backup timer.
Well, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Fruity topping.
Yeah, so I didn't want to cook the fruit into the casserole because then it loses its enzymes. I feel like it loses its taste sometimes.
I agree.
Like I don't like an overcooked strawberry. I don't think that tastes very good. So we have some organic sliced strawberries already defrosted, which is great.
What, do you want a measuring cup or something?
Yeah, maybe that one over there would. And the reason that it's nice to buy, because you could buy fresh berries here and you could just slice them up, or you could put fresh blueberries on the top if you wanted to. But the reason I like the frozen is because they last longer when they're frozen. Some say that when you buy frozen fruit, it's got the most nutritional value to it because it's picked and then frozen right away. But also what I love about it is this liquid right here. That's just pure strawberry. I don't liquid. It's just pure strawberry liquid, and it's like a syrup in it by itself. And you just get that naturally from frozen fruit, which when we're trying to make a drizzle like we're gonna make, it's perfect.
Perfect.
So you don't even have to sweeten this if you don't want to, but we could put a little bit of maple syrup in it.
Why not?
Because that will also add more drizzability to it.
Is that a new word?
Drizzability. I don't think it's
It's not a
real
word.
No.
We'll use it though. Everybody knew what you meant.
Yeah. So these ones are already chopped up, but you could break it down a little bit more if you wanted to. That looks like there's like a bit of plant debris in there.
Do you want a fork?
You can actually eat. Do you eat the leaves of your strawberries? Has anyone ever tried that? Just eating the leaves of the strawberry? Some nods. I get mostly no's, but a nod. Yeah, I just eat strawberries whole with the leaves on them.
Less waste.
Yeah.
Straight in.
I kind of like it that way. So yeah, this is the drizzle. That's how simple it is. You don't have to overthink it. And the same thing with frozen blueberries. When you melt fruit, when you defrost frozen blueberries, you get that liquid as well. So that would, if you use blueberries, it would do the same thing. But tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and February is a month of red. So it's like, oh, well, what you could do is you can make a French toast casserole for someone you love and put a loving strawberry red fruit drizzle over the top to show them how much you love them.
That was my plan all along.
Was it? Oh.
I even planned this recipe subconsciously through your mind.
So then
And that one over there, we've got to wait for tomorrow now.
Yeah, I think it looks very
Is it
loving.
for the morning of or the morning after? We'll have to do a poll
I don't
on
know.
that.
It's up to you, I guess.
Both.
Keep the love rolling.
One blueberry,
After
one strawberry.
February. Oh, we could do that. Well, you
So
want
you
me to
make
defrost blueberries too then?
A blueberry version if your Valentine's doesn't go well.
Those subtle hints that I'm,
Yeah.
or because I'm blue without you.
That's what
That's
I'm
also
trying to-
romantic though. But blue without you means I'm sad without you.
Nah.
Am I right? Isn't that a song?
No.
My life would be blue without you.
Let's just serve it, shall we?
Okay, great. I can smell the peanut butter a lot actually. And the thing is that it's gonna be a bit gooey, but it doesn't have egg in it, so you're not really afraid that it's gonna be undercooked here. Is it gonna be too gooey?
Nah.
It's pretty gooey.
It's pretty good.
Should we try it?
I'll get it out first.
He's going for the perfect release. So depending on what type of texture that you want, I think like a soft bread is kind of nice because it's kind of like bread pudding. Whoa, look at that. Did you drop some of it? Do you need a spoon? I'll help you. Just try again. Just get more.
Another one! The top is definitely crispy.
You see how gummy it is because of the flaxseed. It's okay, we're gonna cover it mostly with strawberry anyways.
I'll hold it up that way because that's a travesty on the back there.
Yeah, it is,
I mean, it
isn't
smells great.
It does smell really good.
I like how you've called this a drizzle when it's just strawberries. Good branding, that is.
It's got liquid in it though!
That's restaurant ready, that is. Just call it something different, I love it. Go on.
It's
drizzle
probably
that
gonna be a
on.
little bit cold, but
Drizzle that on.
drizzling, see? Drizzle, drizzle.
Look at that, easy peasy.
And the red just all of a sudden brings it to life.
Oh yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
I heard some people in the crowd say they like powdered sugar with theirs, and I think some powdered sugar would look nice with it, but we
Coffee
already
would be
sweetened
nice
it.
with that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, nice coffee.
Look at that, get one more strawberry on. Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Ooh, that looks nice. Go ahead and do a zoom in on that one, Kev. That looks really nice.
You need to put a fork in it.
Oh, okay.
No.
On the side of it. Well, there you go. French toast casserole. How
Easy
simple
peasy.
is that? That was super simple.
After 2,500 years of making this dish, we just continue on.
When it's certified, it's certified.
It is. And it obviously uses ingredients that otherwise would be wasted. Some will go to the squirrels over there, but that's just what it is. And I think it's really easy. You know, we literally just mix that in a bowl and put it all together. That's going to be real tasty. So
Yeah, and sometimes it's easier than like coating the bread and then throwing it on the frying pan and then having to get rid of each one, like put each piece away, and then when you're cooking the other ones and the other ones get cold, this is all just in one pan. Get it done, serve it up.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you very much everybody for watching. This recipe is available on the website as always, and it may be soon to be in a cookbook. Pre-release.
Draft.
Love that. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Joshua, this has been Catherine, this has been Feel Better Eating, and we know that after eating this you will
Feel better.
Woo! Much love everybody. Peace.
Thank you.
Good job,
All right.
honey.
Thanks.
Thank you to all of our show sponsors and supporters who make this show possible. The Healthcare Foundation of LaPorte, Grace Learning Centre, Citizens Concern for the Homeless, and ALCO, Access LaPorte County. We appreciate all of your support.